Ripple responds to the Senate. Did you even know the Senate was asking Ripple for questions? Well, I've got their answer. We'll talk XRP price at the end. What about pyramid schemes and scammers in crypto? Yeah, they're rampant, but I've got stats that's going to blow your mind. Summer break for crypto? Yeah, it's just like when you're in school and you had the summers off. And can we use the "it's still early in crypto" phrase? I don't know. We'll talk about it.
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Is it still early in crypto? Come on now. That's a narrative that a lot of people use out there when things are going bad. But can we still rely on that crutch? Heat map, it's wonky and ain't working correctly today. I'll blur it out like it's high AF. But before we get into the crypto news, like someone passing Pop-Tarts, which means a Pop-Tart demolition video, and happy Wednesday, we do your comments. Why? Because you, the viewer, matter most. Taco Bell. I got 2 juicy comments for you right here. Shane Wilkins starts us off with some support. Thank you, Shane. Seriously, you don't have to do it, but I greatly appreciate it. Says, man, I love this channel. I would watch it even if I wasn't in crypto. Love you, bro. You're funny as it can be. I like it that you keep it real. I do keep it real. No faking the funk right here, and I bring you the news good, bad, happy, or sad. Brett Wayne says, my bank blocked me from buying crypto, so I withdrew all my money and got my crypto elsewhere. That's what I've been trying to tell you. Operation Choke Point 2.0 isn't just about debanking for the bigs. It's about debanking all of us. Yeah, a bunch of you out there in the comments from the last video have told me that you have been debanked by your bank for crypto. This is a big, big problem. And yeah, I get it. The White House wants to do an executive order now. Day late, dollar short. That's how it is. Heat map, like I said, it's not working correctly this morning. Heat map got baked AF. But you know it is working correctly? We're at 49,400 subs. And Pop-Tarts at 49,300, which means what? That's right, baby. I'm going to make a demolition video for you. I'm going to do a whole bunch of naughty things to Pop-Tarts, and I'll upload a video when I'm done, so look for it in the coming up days. Maybe a week, depending on how I feel. But first, it's the summer break for the crypto market. You're like, bro, what's that? Well, you know how like in school you would take off for the summers and you'd have fun and you'd eventually stay up really late till like 2, 3 in the morning playing your Nintendo, eating your EL fudge cookies with your milk and stuff like that? Well, that's what's going on right now because the Senate is off. So right now what they're basically saying, like, this is the break for crypto with regs moving forward. Why? Because the Senate's taking a break through the whole month of August and they're coming back after Labor Day, dudes, chicks, and blue-haired giraffes. So if we can hold the price levels where we're at without getting any juicy action when it comes to regs, consider it a good thing. Also, in August, there's what? There's no FOMC meeting with Jerome Powell. So we've kind of got a vacuum during the month of August. So the performance of the crypto market is key during this crucial time. How will our favorite cryptos fare? Well, we're going to find out. My hope, my guess, and honestly what I'm thinking, will be just fine, everyone. Is it still early? Narrative for Bitcoin and crypto dead? For real. I hear this all the times when the market goes bad or people are like, oh, bro, it's early. This is just how adoption is. Dude, crypto has been around for years and years and years. It's not just early right now. We're past that. Everyone in the world knows about crypto. Does everyone know what it's used for? No. Does everyone know the benefits? No. But everyone is aware of crypto. So the early thing, I don't know if we could lean on that. I really don't. I think what we need to look at is this. I think maybe what we need to start exploring is the fact that people don't know its use cases. People don't know all the benefits of crypto. I still think we got a bunch of people out there throwing shade at crypto. So is it early? No. But a lot of people are misinformed. Hot take for you. Over 1,000 crypto pyramid schemes found in Russia this year. Oh, that's not good. Between January and June, the Bank of Russia has found 4,183 entities showing signs of illegal financial activities, including many pyramid schemes. That's almost 20% more than the total from the first 6 months of last year. Well, that's not good. The number of traditional pseudo-investment platforms and illegal forex dealers is shrinking. Shrinkage is good, except when it's your Huang. The share of fraudulent projects using crypto as either a vehicle to collect user funds or an asset to lure investors continues to grow. That's not good. According to the latest edition, Combating Illegal Activity in the Financial Market Report, financial pyramids during the said period have been 1.4 times higher than the first half of 2024. Many of these 1,000 offered fast and guaranteed profits. I still see that on Twitter. I do. And I still see plenty of players out there offering 100+% APY for some of their crypto protocols. For real, that's not sustainable. Sooner or later, that's going to crash. So yeah, you might be lucky and play in that risky pool. But that's like you playing in the game with the girl who's fertile like a turtle. Sooner or later, you're going to be the daddy. You don't want to play that risk game. Let's keep learning, everyone. Scammers abusing WhatsApp group. Oh, we know about that. I'm not on WhatsApp. So if someone in the old Messenger-ronies down there is saying that they're Klaus and they're using WhatsApp, it ain't Klaus. And if one of those people that's messaging you is like, please tell me about your portfolio. What are your goals for 2025? That ain't me. I don't talk like that. I talk in chat as I do right here. It's a little ball talk, a little sack talk. I'll be like, yo, how do you feel about crypto? Does it suck balls? Is it cool? Is it titties? What? That's exactly how I talk. Scammers abusing WhatsApp group invites. Platform block 6.8 million accounts. So what's good about this is we're seeing people out there block things. So whether it's Russia notifying people that there's some pyramid schemes or WhatsApp and there's 6.8 million accounts, it's good that we're blocking them. It's bad because it's all over the frickin' place. That will not change, but now users will receive an alert when they're added to a group by an unknown user. We're launching a new safety overview that'll show you when someone who's not in your contacts adds you to a new WhatsApp group that you may not recognize. It will include key information about the group and tips to stay safe. This alert will provide users with an option to either exit the group without ever having to look at the chat or see the chat for more context. Again, I think this is good. Why? Because a lot of crypto schemes are involved using WhatsApp. This is about keeping you safe today, okay? This is the Jimmy Hat news of the crypto market. And just like I shared the comments in the beginning with Shane where he says, I think you're the funniest it can be. I like that you keep it real. I am keeping it real. Jimmy Hat news. Taco Bell, just like the girl says in the commercial. Now, Ripple responded to the Senate, and you're like, bro, why did Ripple respond to the Senate? Because the Senate wanted some questions, some answers for some questions. Ripple pushes for clarity in the Senate crypto regulation proposal. The response comes as part of a wider request for information, an RFI, issued by the committee after unveiling the crypto market structure bill. Now remember, the House had the Clarity Act. Well, the Senate had their version of the crypto market structure bill. And the Senate was like, yo, Ripple, can you give us some insight on this? Stuart Alderati was like, yo, we can help with that. Stuart Alderati, Ripple's chief legal officer, announced the submission through a post on X. He thanked the committee for inviting industry views, and Alderati said the blockchain company's extensive experience working with global regulators through its tough legal battle, especially with the SEC, gave it its valuable perspective. The blockchain company urged lawmakers to make clear boundaries between the SEC and CFTC, basically saying that they need well-defined roles and that the crypto industry would continue to suffer the same legal uncertainty that has held it back in the United States. This is what Stewart wrote. Thank you to the banking GOP group for the opportunity to respond to your request for information. With over a decade of experience working with regulators all over the world and hard-earned lessons from the SEC fight, Ripple welcomes the chance to offer our unique perspectives to Congress as they advance legislation that protects consumers and unlocks innovation. What do I got for you up on the screen? Their response, Dear Chairman Scott, yada, yada, yada. You're welcome to read this. Seriously, it's a good read. It's linked in the description below. Takes about 20 minutes or so, but it's really good. It's outlined in a whole bunch of different things. Seriously, read it. Now, why is this important? Well, because of this. Remember, the House has their version, the Clarity Act. That passed the House, okay? That is now being sent to the Senate. But like I said to you earlier, that what everyone, it's summer break for the crypto market. So now it's summer break for the Senate. The Senate ain't doing jack shit right now. Okay, here's the thing. The Senate is doing their own version, right? The market structure bill, okay? So, do you think the Senate wants to pass the House version, or do you think the Senate wants to pass their own version? The Senate wants to pass their own version, okay? So what they're doing is they're going to be looking at things from Ripple and other players out there going, okay, what can we take from the Clarity Act that we like? What can we take from ours that we like? What can we take from companies that Ripple we like and make our own market structure bill? So they're going to come up with this hybrid beast, right? This big beast bill right there, okay, for crypto. And what's going to happen is they're going to hopefully pass it. If they pass it, then the House has to vote on that, okay? Then if the House likes it without modifying it, then that will go to El Presidente to sign it. So we got a ways to go with regs for the rest of crypto market, this big blob that's over here, okay? So what's good about this is they're asking companies like Ripple for their insight. And Ripple has a lot of experience with this. So, month of August, summer break, I wouldn't say that because a lot is happening behind the scenes. For real, give this a good read. It's worth it. I don't want to bore everyone by reading it verbatim, but there's some really, really, really strong parts in this. A lot of it has to do with making clear, structured rules. One of the biggest problems we had with the previous administration was nothing was clearly defined. We didn't know what was a security. We didn't know what was a commodity. Gensler was like, I'm the cop on the beat, so I'm going to regulate it by enforcement. And we saw what happened. That pushed a lot of jobs out of the United States, right? That pushed a lot of money, a lot of advancement away. So just keep that in mind as you read this. Again, linked in the description down below. Oh, also how the Howey test doesn't do a good job regulating crypto because it's outdated. I think we could all agree with that. All right, what do we got going on in the crypto market? Volume right now is at 136 billion. That's also something to keep an eye on for the month of August too. With no FOMC meeting, okay, there is a CPI data report coming out. Okay, we may live stream that one, I'll let you know. With no FOMC meeting, with no regs happening this month, let's pay attention to volume. Now, altcoin season did slide a little bit. Check it out, we're at 33 out of 100. That's a definite pullback from what we saw over the last previous week. Gonna keep an eye on that most definitely. Institutional, look at this. Outflows. Yeah, that's something we're definitely going to be paying attention to right here. So if you zoom out, you could see big inflows and then outflows here as of late. So let's keep our eyes on that to see if the bigs are telling us what is going to be going on. XRP sitting at 295 right now. I'm not worried about that. I believe we're going to get back up to the $3 mark. Volume is 5.4 billion. You're seeing it a little bit quieter right now, even though 5.4 is still strong. It's a little less than what we've seen as of late. In fact, if you shrink this, you could see a couple weeks ago, yeah, we had volumes way higher than that. 22 billion, 23 billion in volume, 16 billion in volume. It has since calmed down. Go to the 15 minutes in the candlesticks while my dogs are bugging me. Hey, sweetheart, how are you doing? We're looking at what now? Yeah, floating around that 295 mark. Definite support above the 290 mark right here. Battling below that $3 mark. But like I said earlier, I'm confident that we'll get to the $3 mark. We just need some boosts to get us there. Now, that being said, what if we don't get to that $3 mark? What if we are floating around the 275, 290 mark? I still think that's okay. I really do. Would I ideally like to be above the 3? Of course I would. But still, zooming out, if we're sitting here and we're just at that 275, 290 mark, that is still a win comparatively, because when you zoom out, come on, everyone. Come on. 10 months ago, 9 months ago, we weren't even close to that. Those candlesticks, and look, even if we make those candlesticks a little bit bigger, watch this, watch what happens. You make those 1 month candlesticks, look at them. Look at these candlesticks for the 1 month. Yeah, that's still juicy AF. So, just throwing it out there, we got to be realistic with this move on up. We're not all God candlesticks where we blow through the ceiling and all that kind of crap. We don't wake up one day and it's $10,000 XRP on Friday like all the knob gobblers on XA. Things happen a little bit differently in crypto. They happen in a realistic pattern. Why? Because August is summer break for the crypto market. And look at my big guy hamming it up here. Oh, hi, buddy. Hi. You're a little big to be doing this, aren't you? I know. I love you too. I know. You're just a big boy. I get it. Okay. I'm trying to do a video. Dude, I'm trying to do a video. It's Wednesday. Oh, sorry. Doggies. Whoa. Whew. Oh, now you're going to come on this side to try to steal attention? Woo, jeez, you guys. All right. Either way, what are the goals for the month of August? Like I said, price action, volume action, Ray be nice action. That's my other doggie. She's hanging out with us right here, too. Seriously, we need to pay attention to the volume. We need to pay attention to the price. And obviously, we need to pay attention to our dogs. Why? Because honestly, with no FOMC meeting, we're missing out on like the big stuff that moves crypto, right? No reg action in the month of August, no rate action in the month of August. So like the big catalysts are missing. So now it's on to those little things that move us for the month. And will those little things keep us at the price points that we need to be at? Well, we're going to find out. I'm pretty confident that we're going to be there, right? I'm being optimistic, and I think you should be too. Why? Well, because we beat Pop-Tarts, and well, we're going to find out who the next target is, and we're going to go after them, baby. Summer break in crypto. Kind of a ring to it, doesn't it? Either way, I'm going to bring you the news. Choo-choo what? Well, hold on, I'll play the sign. Why? Because you, the viewer, matter most. So choo-choo what? Choo-choo, hold on. Here it is. Let me move my mic out of the way so you can see it. Choo-choo, hold on. There we go. Choo-choo, bitches.